The Volkswagen Polo has been around for a long time, longer in fact than I've been alive, and I'm pretty old. But unlike me, it's been for some upgrades recently, and this latest model has better tech and better safety features. Is it enough to keep this small car as relevant as it's always been? Let's find out, and I'll talk you through those features now.
Take a moment, enjoy the calm. You could be stuck on the N7 with two teething toddlers. But we don't do stress at the AA. We do roadside rescue, and our trained mechanics fix 8 out of 10 problems at the roadside. Buy online now at the AA.ie. Relax. Yellow and black have got your back.
Before we go on, please do give this video a like, subscribe to the AA Ireland YouTube channel if you haven't already, and do hit that bell icon to stay in touch with all of our latest video releases. The Polo is one of those cars you don't really have to explain, very much like the Volkswagen Golf. People just automatically know what it is, and for sure you know someone who's had one. They make really excellent first cars because they're pretty reliable, they're really nicely built, and of course they're safe. Very much like me, the Polo has got bigger over the years. As the years have gone by, it's moved from a diminutive 3-door hatchback to now this, a pretty large 5-door, not too far away in size from the Volkswagen Golf. But this is the latest version. This is the upgraded model for 2022, and it features some new styling features, especially at the front. You can see that it has new bumpers. It also has new LED lights as standard, and while this one doesn't have it, this is an R-Line, the style model now comes with the IQ matrix lights as standard. At the back there's a new boot lid, there's new light clusters, and this R-Line version there's also a black rear diffuser, but also fake exhausts. This is of course still based on the same platform as before from the 2017 Volkswagen Polo, so you've got a 4-meter body length and a 2.5-meter wheelbase. This car is actually fractionally shorter overall because of these redesigned bumpers, which Volkswagen say gives the car a more sporty look. When it comes to luggage space, the Polo does very well. It has 351 litres of space. Now, it's not the class-leading boot space anymore. The Skoda Fabia, its own stablemate, has 380 litres, which is now the best in class. Your choice for engines in the Polo for Ireland are pretty simple. It's a 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol engine. Now you can either have it with either 80 or 95 horsepower. The 80 horsepower MPI version is the entry-level engine. It's not great, it's quite slow. It takes over 15 seconds to get to 100 kilometers per hour. Much better is this, the 1-litre TSI, which has 95 horsepower, but it has twice the torque of the MPI engine, shaves 5 seconds off that 0 to 100 kilometer per hour time, and it's just a much better engine overall. So this is the one to go for. You can have it with a 5-speed manual or a 7-speed DSG. If we take a tour of the cabin, you can see that the look of the interior is very much now on par with some of the higher, more expensive models. So it does look like a Golf or even an ID3 in here because of the addition of this nice multi-function steering wheel, this one being the R-Line version, and there is a new digital cockpit of course as well. So this is the ready to discover system. It's an 8-inch screen. It has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and of course these digital dials. Now you can upgrade to the Pro version of this, which gives you a larger 10.25 inch screen, and you can also upgrade this screen to a 9.2 inch system, which will cost you about €1,000. So spend about €1,400 and you'll have a longer and wider screen that goes all the way across. It looks like it merges. Not sure many Polo buyers will go for this, but it is available as an option. There's also just manual air conditioning in this. You can upgrade to Climatronic of course as well. Otherwise it's pretty standard fare in here. This being the R-Line version, there's special R-Line upholstery, a proper traditional handbrake as well in this version. 5-speed manual gearbox. You can of course go for a DSG. That's a 7-speed DSG in that. It's probably no surprise to know that the Polo is very easy to drive. It's particularly good around town, because this is a car that has been designed to do just that. Steering is nice and light, possibly a little bit over light to be entertaining, and no one would ever really say that a Polo is that fun to drive, maybe aside from the GTI version, which is very good fun, and a new version of that is coming this summer. But overall, fit and finish is very good, quality is good. This engine is pretty decent, it's willing enough, fuel economy is fine. We've managed about 700 litres from a full tank over the course of this week, and it is only a 40-litre tank, so that's quite impressive performance. And it's still a relevant car. I would quite happily have one of these because it doesn't take up an awful lot of space, it's quite good value, and it's cheap to run. So if you don't necessarily need to jump into a massive big car, then this could be a lovely option for you. The Polo faces tough competition these days because A, everyone wants crossovers, and B, even within its own stable, the likes of the Skoda Fabia and Seat Ibiza are cheaper and offer comparable equipment. But for some people, only the Volkswagen Polo will do. It's a brand within a brand. And if you want a really nicely appointed small car that's well put together and has really upgraded safety equipment and tech, then the Polo still has an awful lot to offer. This is still a very, very relevant car.